It's a tough choice, but what should you choose? Let me tell you a story. James and Sarah are 45-year-olds and have 2 children. They own their own home with 20 years left on the mortgage. They are looking to grow their wealth for retirement and are considering buying an investment property. They are looking at properties worth $500,000 and have $125,000 for the deposit. But they are worried. Is this the right decision for them? Or should they consider starting a share portfolio instead? They engage a financial planner to help them sort through their options as they understand they don't know what they don't know. Their financial planner takes time to understand where they are now and where they want to go, and shares their findings. A mortgage of $375,000 over 20 years at 5% interest would mean repayments of $30,000. If interest rates rose to 8%, that would increase to $37,200 per year. If they add in rates, insurance, and maintenance, it is another $6,000. They would expect to rent the property for just $26,000 each year. That means a $10,000 shortfall every year. James and Sarah would have to prop up the property by $833 per month. They won't be benefiting from any passive income until the mortgage has been repaid in full. The income return is 4% per annum before tax and inflation. James and Sarah also need to increase their personal life and disability insurance to ensure they can continue to repay the loan if either of them is unable to work through illness or injury or prematurely die. They must also be aware if the house is untenanted, the mortgage and expenses come out of their back pocket. There is the potential of capital gain in 20 years when the mortgage is repaid or if sold before then. James and Sarah will own 2 properties in a small country. This is known as a concentration risk and means if something were to happen to one of the properties, there is a huge amount of money tied up in just one asset. Their financial planner now looks at the alternative of them investing in a diversified share portfolio. With shares, they don't need to take on any debt to invest. If the portfolio is structured using an evidence-based approach, they will own thousands of companies across the whole world, removing the risk of over-concentration. They can save regularly, plus stop and start savings when they need to. They can access their investment at any time if something went wrong. If they invest their $125,000 cash, plus save $833 per month over the next 20 years, based on a balanced growth fund, the median value could be around $425,000 in today's money. The income return of this type of portfolio is 5.6% per year before tax and inflation. James and Sarah like the idea of owning property as they can see and touch it. However, they are reminded that shares are tangible companies that supply goods and services we buy and use daily too, which they had never thought about. In the end, James and Sarah need to weigh up both options and take account of not only the returns, but the risk, liquidity, and how they would cope best if something out of the blue were to happen. Everyone's situation is different. Maybe you are like James and Sarah. Maybe you're not. Speaking with a financial planner can help take the stress away from investing.